Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're here, I'm guessing you're probably as fascinated by the future of healthcare as I am, especially when we're talking about how technology and medicine are coming together.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, AI is kind of the hottest thing out there right now. So today we are going to explore how AI is going to completely reshape the health industry.
It's so crazy.
We've got a ton of recent articles and reports that we're going to be looking at from places like the Cleveland Clinic Health Tech Magazine strategy, and even some insights from eHealth World and Appinventiv.
Oh, wow.
And they're all kind of pointing to this future that, honestly, it's like something straight out of science fiction.
It really is amazing what they're predicting.
All right, so let's jump right in. First things first, will robots be replacing our doctors anytime soon? eHealth World really dives into this question, and I bet it's on a lot of people's minds.
It's definitely a valid concern. But, for the foreseeable future, I think the consensus is that AI is going to mainly be a tool to help human intelligence in healthcare. It's not about replacing doctors. So think of it like AI is helping doctors make better decisions by analyzing all this data and giving them insights that they might not have seen otherwise.
So kind of like a second opinion.
Yeah, exactly. It's called clinical decision-making support.
Interesting. So instead of like a cold robotic takeover,
Yeah.
it's more like this super smart sidekick working with the doctor.
Exactly. That's a much better way to think about it.
That's definitely a lot more reassuring.
Yeah, for sure.
But what does that actually look like in practice? Like, are there real-world examples where AI is already making a difference in healthcare?
Oh, absolutely. The Cleveland Clinic, for example, they're already using AI in some pretty amazing ways.
Oh, cool.
So they've got AI working in radiology, where it's basically acting as a second pair of eyes for radiologists, helping them catch subtle signs of breast cancer way earlier.
Wow, that's incredible. That could literally save lives.
Exactly. And it really shows how AI can amplify human expertise.
For sure. So what else is happening out there?
Well, they're also using AI to speed up stroke diagnosis. You know how critical every minute is when someone's having a stroke?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, there's this program called Viz.ai that analyzes brain scans instantly, even before a human doctor can even look at them.
Wow.
And if it finds a major blockage, it sends out alerts to all the specialists so they can start treatment right away.
So AI is basically like a first responder in that situation.
Exactly. It's amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And all that paperwork you usually have to deal with at the doctor's office.
Oh, yeah.
Well, AI might be taking care of that too.
That's right. AI-powered chatbots are getting so advanced now, they can handle things like scheduling appointments, pulling up your medical records, and even answering basic questions.
Oh, wow.
This frees up so much time for doctors so they can actually spend more time with their patients.
That's a win-win for everyone. So we're seeing AI making a big difference in diagnostics, treatment, and even administrative tasks. But what about its impact on medical research and drug discovery?
Well, that's where things get really exciting. We can measure things in the human body now that were unimaginable just 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, and all this data is giving us incredible insights into how our bodies work. And AI is helping us make sense of it all.
That makes sense.
The Cleveland Clinic article highlights the work of Dr. Jehi, who's using AI to predict surgical outcomes for epilepsy patients.
Interesting.
This kind of predictive power could completely change how we approach surgery, making it more targeted and effective.
It seems like AI is really changing the game in so many ways. And when you think about drug development, the possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. Both Appinventiv and Health Tech Magazine talk about how AI could significantly speed up the whole drug development process.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
We're talking about potentially saving billions of dollars in years of research. Imagine the impact that could have on treating diseases that have stumped researchers for decades.
It's pretty mind-blowing. So we've got AI helping with diagnosis, treatment, revolutionizing research, and potentially speeding up drug discovery. It seems like the potential benefits are limitless. But are there any challenges or concerns that come with this kind of technology?
Of course. Anytime you have a powerful tool like AI, it's important to think about the bigger picture. One area that's getting a lot of attention is how to regulate AI in healthcare and make sure it's being used responsibly.
That makes sense. What are some of the specific concerns?
Well, the Cleveland Clinic really emphasizes the importance of having clear guidelines for how AI is used in healthcare, especially when it comes to making decisions that directly affect patient care. They're advocating for a human-centered approach where AI is a tool to support healthcare professionals, not replace them.
So it's about finding that balance between utilizing AI's capabilities while still ensuring human oversight.
Exactly. There are also a lot of discussions about the need for transparency and explainability when it comes to AI systems in healthcare.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, basically, we need to be able to understand how AI is reaching its conclusions, especially when it comes to something as sensitive as healthcare.
Right, that makes sense.
Hmm.
But before we get too deep into that, let's zoom back out and look at the big picture for a second. Health Tech magazine mentioned some pretty staggering numbers about how much AI is expected to grow in healthcare.
Oh, yeah, it's
They're
huge.
predicting a market worth $613 billion by 2034.
That's insane.
I know, is that even possible?
It just shows how much potential people see in this field. And it's not just about the money either. There's a real hope that AI can help address some of the major problems in healthcare.
Like what?
Well, Health Tech Magazine talked about how AI could help reduce physician burnout by taking over some of those tedious administrative tasks.
Oh, right.
This could lead to increased job satisfaction for doctors and hopefully even better care for patients.
I like that. So, while there are challenges to figure out, it seems like AI has the potential to not only improve healthcare outcomes, but also make the whole experience better for both patients and providers.
Absolutely. It's a really fascinating and complex area, and we're just starting to explore its potential. One thing's for sure, AI is going to be a major force in shaping the future of healthcare.
This has been such a great overview,
Hmm.
but we've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore.
I know, right?
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive even deeper into the specific ways AI is being used in different areas of healthcare.
We'll be looking at how AI is revolutionizing everything from personalized medicine to drug discovery. It's going to be amazing.
It's definitely a journey you won't want to miss.
I can't wait. Welcome back. In part 1, we talked about how AI has the potential to revolutionize so many things in healthcare, from diagnosis and treatment to research and drug development.
Right, it was a lot to take in.
It really was. But now let's get into some specific areas where AI is already having a real impact. One area that I find super fascinating is personalized medicine.
Oh yeah, that's a hot topic these days.
Yeah.
The idea that treatments could be tailored to our own unique genetic makeup and medical history. It sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, right? But it's definitely on the horizon. And AI is a big part of making it happen.
So how does that work?
Well, one of the biggest challenges in medicine is that everyone responds differently to treatments.
Right. What works for one person might not work at all for someone else.
Exactly. It's like how some people can eat whatever they want and not gain weight, while others just look at a slice of cake and their jeans feel tighter. It's the same with medicine.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how does AI help with that?
AI is helping us understand those individual differences by analyzing huge amounts of data, like genetic data, medical records, and even lifestyle information. This allows doctors to move away from that traditional one-size-fits-all approach to healthcare.
Okay.
And instead, they can start using a more personalized approach that takes all of your unique needs into account.
So it's like having a medical treatment plan that's designed just for you.
Exactly. Imagine your doctor could use AI to predict how you'll respond to different medications, or identify potential side effects you might be more likely to experience, and even adjust the dosage based on your specific needs. That's the power of personalized medicine.
That sounds amazing. But how far off is this? Is this something we'll see in our lifetime?
It's already happening in some areas, especially in cancer treatment.
Really?
Yeah, for example, AI is being used to analyze tumor DNA to find specific mutations that can be targeted with personalized therapies.
That's incredible.
We're also seeing similar progress in areas like cardiology and neurology, where AI is helping personalize treatments for things like heart disease and Alzheimer's.
It's so exciting to see how far this technology has come. But I do have one concern. Will this kind of personalized care be available to everyone? Or will it only be for people who can afford it?
That's a really important question, and it's something we need to think about carefully as this technology keeps developing. The goal is to make personalized medicine accessible to everyone regardless of their income.
I hope so.
One way to do that is to focus on building AI systems that are affordable and can be easily integrated into our current healthcare systems.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We don't want to create a system where only the wealthy can benefit from these advancements.
Exactly. Everyone deserves access to the best possible care.
Okay, so we've talked about personalized medicine, but I've also been hearing a lot about how AI is revolutionizing drug discovery. Can you explain how that's happening?
Of course, Traditionally, drug discovery has been a very slow and expensive process.
Yeah.
It can take years and billions of dollars to develop a new drug and bring it to market.
Yeah.
But AI is helping to speed up that process in a few different ways.
By count.
Well, AI can analyze massive amounts of data about molecular structures, research papers, and clinical trial results.
Okay.
And it can do this much faster than humans can, which allows researchers to focus on the most promising leads. This could potentially save years of research and development.
Wow, so AI is basically acting as a superpowered research assistant.
Exactly. It's like having an army of scientists working around the clock to find new cures.
That's amazing. And AI can also help design better drugs, right?
That's right. AI can predict how different molecules will interact with the human body, which helps minimize side effects and increase the chances that the drug will be successful in clinical trials.
So it's not just about finding new drugs, it's also about making them more effective.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just new drugs, too. AI can also help repurpose existing drugs for new uses.
Oh, wow.
So we could potentially find new treatments for diseases that were previously thought to be incurable.
That's incredible. It seems like the possibilities are endless. But are there any challenges with using AI for drug discovery?
There are always challenges when you're dealing with cutting-edge technology. One of the biggest challenges is data. Yeah, AI systems need a lot of high-quality data to work properly. And in healthcare, that data can be spread out across different hospitals and research institutions in different formats and with different levels of privacy protection. So figuring out how to access, share, and analyze all that data securely and ethically is a big hurdle.
Right. I can see that would be tricky, especially when we're dealing with sensitive medical information.
Exactly. But there are solutions being developed. One promising approach is something called federated learning.
Federated learning.
Yeah, it basically allows AI systems to learn from data that's stored in different locations without actually having to move the data itself.
Well, that's interesting.
So this helps protect patient privacy while still allowing AI to benefit from a much larger pool of data.
That's a pretty clever solution. So despite the challenges, it sounds like AI is on track to transform the way we approach drug discovery and development.
Absolutely. We could be on the verge of much faster breakthroughs and more effective treatments. The pace of innovation in this field is mind-blowing.
It really is. We've covered so much ground already, from personalized medicine to drug discovery, but we still have one more area to explore.
Oh, yes. In the next part, we'll shift our focus to the business side of things and see how AI is disrupting the pharmaceutical industry as a whole.
It's a revolution that's already happening. All right, so welcome back to the final part of our exploration of AI in healthcare. We spent the last two parts really diving deep into how AI is changing patient care, leading these amazing breakthroughs in research, and even opening up the door to personalized medicine. But now let's switch gears a little bit and look at how AI is disrupting the business side of healthcare,
Sounds good.
specifically the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah, the pharmaceutical industry is definitely ready for some big changes, and AI is the thing that's going to make it happen. You know, that strategy report we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
They're predicting that pharma companies could actually double their operating profits by 2030, all thanks to AI.
Double their profits. That's a pretty bold prediction. How is AI going to make that happen?
Well, it's not magic, but it's pretty close. AI can streamline every single step of the pharmaceutical process.
Really?
Think about it. AI can optimize those manufacturing processes to cut down on waste and make everything more efficient.
Okay.
It can even predict equipment failures before they happen, and it can fine-tune those supply chains to make sure medications are available exactly when and where they're needed.
So it's like having an AI efficiency expert working 24/7 to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Exactly. And AI's impact goes way beyond just saving money. Remember how we were talking about how AI can speed up drug discovery?
Yeah.
Well, that means new medications can get to market faster, which is huge from a financial standpoint.
All right, Appinventiv and Health Tech Magazine both talked about that bringing a new drug to market can take years and cost billions of dollars. Yeah. So if AI can shorten that timeline, it's a game changer.
It really is, both for patients and for the bottom line.
For sure. But it's not just about speed either. AI is also changing how pharma companies interact with patients and healthcare providers.
That's right. Think about AI-powered chatbots that can provide personalized support to patients, answer their questions, and even remind them to take their medication.
So it's all about creating a more personalized and engaging experience for patients.
Exactly. AI can also help pharma companies target their marketing and educational materials to specific groups of patients. So instead of getting generic brochures or websites, people can get information that's actually relevant to their condition and their needs.
That makes a lot more sense. It seems like AI is really pushing the pharmaceutical industry towards a more patient-centered approach.
That's the big takeaway. It's not just about making pills faster and cheaper. It's about rethinking how the entire system works to deliver better results for patients.
This has been an incredible journey through the world of AI in healthcare. We've talked about everything from robots assisting in surgery to AI predicting surgical outcomes, personalizing medicine, and even revolutionizing the pharmaceutical industry. It's clear that AI isn't just some futuristic concept. It's already here, and it's shaping the future of healthcare as we speak.
And we're only just getting started. The most exciting thing is that as AI continues to evolve, we can expect even more groundbreaking advancements that will completely change how we experience healthcare.
It's a future full of possibilities. So as we wrap up this deep dive into AI in healthcare, what are some key takeaways you hope our listeners will walk away with?
I hope they come away with a sense of excitement and curiosity about the potential of AI in healthcare. It's a field that's full of opportunities, and it's up to all of us to be part of the conversation and help shape how this technology is used to create a healthier future.
Well said. And on that note, we've reached the end of our exploration of AI in healthcare. Thank you all for joining us on this amazing journey. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Keep those questions coming, stay curious, and let's see what incredible advancements the future holds.